Hello, my loves. Welcome or welcome back to Chemistry with Kismet Tarot. I'm Monica, the Kismet Chemist. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Welcome to the family. I am honored to have you. If you are returning, welcome back. I have missed you. Well, first of all, guys, it is literally 3:33 p.m. right now as I am filming this intro, and that is ridiculously auspicious. Plus the fact that this one, I was very deeply called to doing 3 piles instead of my normal 4. And it just feels incredible. I actually just kickstarted a TikTok channel. I wasn't planning on it, but Spirit was like, psst, do this. And so I'm really excited here. I have not had this level of creator vibes since last year during the fall season. So it feels really good to be here with you guys. This reading in particular is in one of my cups. So if any of you guys remember from the spring, actually like early winter, like around January area, I have a cup, a coffee cup that is filled with different readings. And each one, it's folded up into a little piece of paper like this. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not entirely sure where I want to go with this, how I want to do this. So let's go to the cup. And so I went to the cup, and it took me forever to find this cup. It's literally on a shelf right in front of my face. Like it's right up there on my wall. And I can see it from here. But when I was looking in my room, I was like, I swear it was on one of these shelves. I can't see it. And it took me a solid like 10 minutes of walking around my office looking at all the shelves before I could find this one cup on its one shelf. Finally, I found it. And I just dipped my hand in and pulled out this slip. And it is how to enhance my magical gifts. So that's what we're looking at today, enhancing your magical gifts. We are once again working with the witch runes, just like we did last fall, and I am super excited to do that. This time, this reading, I did pull a collective rune, and we have the rune for man. It can be man or it can be male. Either way, this to me tells me that this reading is that divine masculine energy. This is about action-oriented steps that you can take moving forward. This is about what you can do right here, right now. What can you do to show the universe that you're ready to enhance your gifts, that you are ready to expand your gifts? What can you do to meet the world and say, here I am here, I am ready, I am planting my feet on firm, solid ground, and I am ready for my gifts to expand. This is how you can do that. We're going to be looking at which crystal is calling to you based off the crystal cards, each one having a different rune, how these two energies are blending together. We'll get some tarot advice and then a couple of oracle advices. We are again working with the Seasons of the Witch with the Mabon cards. We're going to be working with those for a while. And then we also are going to be getting some advice from the spirit animals. So, my loves, without further ado, let's take a look at the cards, take a look at the energy of each of the runes, and I will get some meditation music going for you so you guys can tap in, ask your guides, allow yourselves to be led, and I will see you at your piles. Hello, pile one. If you chose the first rune and card, this is your message about how to enhance your magical gifts. So I want to actually start with, I'm going to tell you what rune you're working with. You have the eye, but we're going to go directly to the stone first, the crystal first. So this particular crystal is called shungite. So it says shungite is a coal-like mineral. Its carbon molecules, called fullerenes or buckyballs, form in the shape of tiny geodesic domes. It's electroconductive, and it's found in Karelia, Russia, where local spas have taken advantage of the mineral's purifying powers for centuries. Who needs it? Anybody looking to get honest with themselves. Where to put it? In your water bottle. To create shungite-infused drinking water. Meditating with shungite can get the good vibes flowing through you like electricity through a neon sign that reads, yes. And if you guys know me, you know I love to go, yes, queen, randomly. When to use it. When it's time to reclaim your energy from wherever it's been and whomever it's been with. And the key for this is get real with your truth. So we are working with the eye and get real with your truth and the energy of shungite. Guys, your magical gifts, enhancing your magical gifts, it's about the fact that you are the no holds barred, I am going to tell it like it is, and I don't care if it hurts your feelings because I'm telling you the truth. I don't care if you don't like what I have to say because it's what I have to say. I don't care if you don't agree with my voice because my voice is what matters here. We get into these situations in life in which we make ourselves small and we silence ourselves over and over and over again. I've been there in multiple situations in my life, from staying silent during family conflict to being silent when my exes, whether it be an ex-boyfriend or an ex-husband, were abusive towards me, to staying silent in working environments that were awful. In 2020, I got a job with a cleaning company here in town. And I tell you what, guys, I literally worked for them for 2 days. In those 2 days, I worked approximately, I think it was 12 to 16 hours a day. I never got paid for the time that I worked. But I literally was called a bitch and slow and worthless and just had so many names called to me by the owner of this company because I was asking questions about proper cleaning etiquette per their standards. I had been a property manager back in 2015 and 2016. I had been a property manager, but I also worked at cleaning properties once a renter moved out or vacated or abandoned the premises. And that happened a lot in the town that I live in. That was something that was a common occurrence, was people just abandoned their stuff. They just disappeared, never came back. It wasn't evictions. They just disappeared. It was like they just decided, I don't need any of this stuff and I'm just leaving. And it is what it is, like that's their choice, but it left a huge mess to clean up. And so I would do that, but I also would manage the properties. I'd make sure that the people who needed to come and fix the properties were there. I would make sure that rent was paid on time. I would make sure that rent was dropped off on time. Get a hold of the electricity, this and that, and all of that stuff. So I'm doing all of this stuff. And then, 5 years down the line, I'm taking a lesser position from what I used to be at a company that is known as a professional cleaning company here in town. And the owner was like, don't clean that. Don't worry about that. if we fix it, then they'll only pay us for the repair. They're not going to pay us for this and that. And, we're not going to spend our money if they're not going to pay us plus some. And I was like, that's so greedy. But at that time, I was so afraid to speak my truth. And I was so afraid to just simply sit down with the owner and say, here's the deal. Like, you're ridiculously unprofessional. This is not a professional working relationship. You can't say these things and then require these things. If this is the job description, this is what all of this. So basically, my point here is I was in this situation and I was silencing myself. Now where I'm at in my life, if I were to repeat that situation, I literally would walk into her office on day one after going through any of that. And I would look at her and say, I quit. I quit because I have self-respect. I quit because I know my truth. I quit because you have some toxic ass energy and I'm not engaging with it. Now, I just heard, what does this have to do with my magical gifts? What this has to do with your magical gifts is when we stifle ourselves, when we silence ourselves, when we see something that is an injustice, it's not right, it's whatever it is, when we see that and we hold ourselves back, we're actually suffocating our divine masculine energy in it. Like our healthy divine masculine gets suffocated and starts exuding itself in an opposite way. And it calls for us to get real with our own truth, to really see ourselves, to see where we have misstepped, to see where we have not treated ourselves in the most respecting and loving way that we can, and to allow ourselves to have a greater view into what is true for us and how we can take that self-honesty and transform our lives, cleanse our lives, and really get our energy right so that we can move forward. When we want to enhance our magical gifts, it comes down to us being in the right state of mind, the right state of soul, the right state of spirit, the right energy and intention. And we can't be in that energy and intention if we aren't actually taking care of ourselves and if we aren't honoring our truth. So the number one thing that you can do, pile one, is honor your truth. Honor everything that is true for you. It doesn't mean that you disrespect another person. It means that you say, I know what is true for me and I'm going to honor that. I'm going to stand firm with me and my path and my truth. So let's get a little bit more information for you guys. Spirit and spirit guides for pile one. How can they use their truth to enhance their magical gifts? Okay. We have the Three of Swords. The Lovers, okay. An interesting picture is forming here. The Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Death card. So let's find out what context this storyline is. We have the Hierophant. So this storyline is about your power, your leadership abilities. So the Hierophant is that leader, the one who teaches others. The Hierophant is the grand teacher in the zodiac, or well, I suppose in the zodiac, if you look at it as in the zodiac, then we're talking about Taurus. But in the major arcana, the Hierophant is the grand teacher. The Hierophant is the one who teaches tradition, who teaches lessons, who teaches structure. Just like in this card, she's teaching the children how to meditate, how to breath work and yoga and all these mindful tools and techniques. So this is talking about why your truth will enhance your magical gifts, or how you can use your truth to enhance your magical gifts, It's time for you to use your truth to realize that there have been moments in the past where you have endured heartache and hardship by your own choices, by the choices that you've made. But each and every one of those choices has been with a specific reason behind it. And realizing that there is a reason behind it, realizing that there's a purpose, realizing that one of the purposes is for you to actually do the work, repetition over and over and over again. So when you learn over and over and over again from these hard, painful, shitty situations like the Three of Swords, where literally you don't even have the ink to write in your journal because it's spilled out. You know, everything that you wanted has been broken and destroyed. Because sometimes we make the choices that we need to. Sometimes we make the choices that we know are going to bring us together with another. Or sometimes we make the choices to walk away. The Lover's card is about making a choice for yourself, choosing wholeness within in order to come together with another. Yes, you can go through a hard time. Yes, that can be shitty. But when you step and stand in your truth and you say, okay, you know what? This was awful. This was painful. This was miserable. This was whatever. What you do is you give yourself the option to choose healing. To choose to perfect the healing of all the things that came before, all the things from your past, the childhood wounds that still linger and still last and still cause this repetition here. You have an ability to use your truth to help yourself and others heal from deep-seated childhood wounds. But in order to do that, you first have to allow yourself to heal from deep-seated childhood wounds, and especially wounds surrounding change, transformation, and death. Usually I don't use the death card as a literal thing, but in this case, it really is coming through in that way. So let's get some advice on expanding this information. Your truth, using your truth to enhance your magical gifts. Using the truth to enhance magical gifts. Wow. Okay. Oh, that works. We have the autumn equinox, which is Mabon, and it says, nothing is whole without the acceptance and acknowledgement of all. Exactly. We're talking about your truth. When you accept your truth and acknowledge your truth and accept that there is a wholeness to everything. That means that for every shitty situation, there is an incredibly amazing situation. For every hardship, there is a simple path. For every time that you have to work doubly hard for something or on something, there will be something in which it flows like water, easy, simple, and on its own. For every moment, there is its opposite. That's an important truth to hold on to. The understanding and the awareness of duality and polarity. When you live that life where you say, okay, I'm experiencing this, but because I'm experiencing this, I know that the opposite is also true. And you hold on to that truth and you stand in that truth and you share that truth. People really expand themselves because of you. And in that case, your gifts also expand. So we have 22 with haunted house. The things that haunt you are the things you have yet to let go of. This is that Three of Swords energy. The Three of Swords and the Six of Cups with the death energy. This is talking about knowing that, yeah, this is bugging me. Yeah, this is still weighing on me. Guys, I'm still navigating my way through pain and sadness. I'm still navigating my way through loss and death and grieving. But knowing that I'm still navigating through it means that that isn't haunting me anymore. And so I'm already actively engaging in a letting go process. But in the past, when I was younger, a death like this, a death of somebody that I love this dearly, it would have crippled me. It would have left me weak and lonely and silenced. I choose not to live that way anymore. I choose for that to not be my path anymore. And because of that, me sharing my truth is also enhancing my ability to connect with you, which is one of my magical gifts. See how that worked? Full circle. I love it. Thank you, Spirit. And then we have 21 with Harvest Witch. It says, what sacrifices have you made for the greater vision of what is to be? That is the Six of Cups and the Death card energy. These are the things that you're working on blending together and building together and bridging together, really. These are your opposites. What you need to let go of, but also the sacrifices that you've made, the things that you've let go of, and how they build a greater vision. This is quite beautiful energy. So let's just get some animal advice for you moving forward. What advice for pile 1? What animal advice do you have for pile 1? My brain just shut off. Okay. We have the card 19, Dog Spirit. Be loyal to what you love. I feel like there's one more, and then we'll grab the shadow energy just as a bonus energy, a bonus helper. Yes, I knew there was another one. Oh, 2 more. Ooh, the number 8, Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. And 38, which reduces to an 11. So we have 10 and 11 and 8, 22. We have a lot of different numbers here, but 6s, 8s, 22 and 11. And not the reduction of 22 or 11, but 22 and 11. So it says, Lizard Spirit, look, dream the world into being. Dream the world into being. So let's get your back of the deck bonus. 53, which reduces to an 8, Seahorse Spirit. Watch and wait. When you guys see that what you love loves you, what you desire desires you, what you seek is seeking you, and you let go of the things that have for too long held you back, see the truth, share the truth, embody the truth. It's in these moments that you come into a greater level of manifestation gifts and magical gifts. It's not about defining the gifts, it's about embodying them. And that is how you enhance it. Embodiment. All right. Wow, pile 1, this is so cool. I didn't know what to expect with this reading, so I'm really, really thrilled for how it came out. I want to say thank you so much to your guides, my guides, and the Great Spirit for facilitating the connection between our energies, for bringing these messages forth, and for having such an interesting and unique way. Thank you so much. Pile 1, if this resonated and you want to do an equal energy exchange, I'd truly appreciate that. How you can do that is like this video, comment in the comment section below, interact with the video itself, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. And you could also share this video. If you guys are interested in donating, the links to donate to my channel are in the description box. It is greatly appreciated. And there are also links in the description box to my channel, Kismetology, if you would like to check out your zodiac signs and the messages there. All right, pile 1s, I love you all, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 2. If you chose the second rune, which is the star, and the second crystal, This is your message about how to enhance your magical gifts. So the crystal that you chose is amethyst. And it says what it is. Amethyst is a lilac to dark purple semi-precious gemstone from the quartz family. The ancient Romans believed amethyst got its lush purple color when the god Bacchus spilled wine on a clear stone. Today, amethyst is believed to assist in connecting with the big guy in the sky. Who needs it? Train wrecks who go off the rails on the wet and wild route to Bacchanalia or any Pisces. Where to put it? The interior decorator's little purple secret, amethyst can uplift the vibe of any living space. When to use it? When it's time to give up the victim routine and start living with purpose, hold on tight to amethyst. And it says, get drunk on your highest self. So first of all, if anybody is wondering, this is the crystals, the stone deck. On that note, give me one moment. All right, guys, I apologize. And I want to say thank you for giving me that moment. I had to let my cat Winifred in because she was ringing the doorbell incessantly. And now she's like sitting by the door like she wants out again. Anyway, I love this crystals stone deck because it really gives a kind of more contemporary young vibe to these stones, even though it mentions the god Bacchus. Now, Bacchus is also known as Pan, I believe, or associated with Dionysus. And Dionysus is the god of wine, so is Bacchus the god of wine. This is still an energy about allowing yourself to tap into your highest power. Now, this is about having fun. And with the star, it's about letting yourself shine bright, letting the truth of who you are out there. This may seem like, I don't know if some of you were coming here expecting to hear things like, oh, meditate, or do this, or do that. And you're coming here and you know that you picked amethyst, and yet you're hearing things about getting drunk on your highest self, on having fun, on laughing, on partying. And this is not me encouraging reckless abandon when it comes to quote unquote partying, because me personally, when I think of the prospect of partying, it definitely has nothing to do with alcohol, for the sake that I am a recovering alcoholic. But this is about you seeing the spiritual life as something that can get you, quote unquote, high. One moment, guys. Come on, baby. Okay. I apologize for that. Willow, when I opened the door, Willow went out of the office, and then she laid outside the door and started whining, wanting back in. So in that sense, you guys have a lot of Sagittarian energy here. And that actually plays back in with this energy and the having fun and the star and all of that Aquarian and Sagittarian energy. Sagittarius energy is very expansive. It's very adventurous. It's the kind of energy that wants to experience all of what life has to experience. So a really great way to enhance your magical gifts is by diving deep into the experience of life. I want to say it was Chaz who recently commented, one of my subscribers who recently commented about how I've been busy off experiencing life. And for a while there, that is why I left. I was out experiencing life, and then life happened to me. Yes, it happened for me, but it also happened to me. So I was really going through a lot of things. But everything that I've been going through, everything that I continue to go through are all pieces and parts of the experience of life. And in that, I have found that even my own spiritual gifts and my psychic gifts expand more and more with the more that I experience, because I learn more lessons, I gain more wisdom, and then I trust myself and my gifts and my intuition more and more and more. For you, you have this deeper connection with your higher self and with the spiritual realms. And as you have this connection, it also beckons you to realize how brightly you are capable of shining, but also for you to see how much further you can expand into the world. Especially with this star rune here, this is about you realizing that it's not just about shooting for the stars, but about existing amongst the stars for you. So while you may be here on Earth resonating with being a starseed, resonating with being an earth angel, resonating with all of these things and wondering, well, if I resonate with all of this, how do I expand? How do I enhance my gifts? That's interesting. I just thought about the fact that even though a lot of the energy is about expanding the gifts, this is about enhancing them. It's about deepening them. It's about fine-tuning them. So if you think about what this card talks about, how they used to say that amethyst was formed by wine being spilled on a clear quartz or a clear crystal, and that's what gave it its color. In that sense, something that would have been a seeming accident, like spilling of wine onto something that would have been perceived as pure, like a clear crystal, turned it into something even more enhanced. This is about that allowance for the experience and the journey, where one might perceive it as something that is a negative thing. So for instance, my Ehlers-Danlos diagnosis could be perceived as a negative thing. However, it has enhanced the way that I communicate with my body. It has enhanced my awareness of the way that my body works. And it has enhanced the spiritual support and backing that I have, which has in turn enhanced my gifts, but also my ability to relate to more of the world. Sometimes the most negative things are what enhance us the most on this journey. So we're going to go ahead and get some cards here. I just want to get a few cards to give us a little bit of an explanation on what it is that helps enhance it. So we've got, yes, the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is like my chronic illness card. It is that card of always being in chronic pain, always going through this particular kind of experience. And then we've got the 2 of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Hermit. So we've got 9-2-2-9 as well. And 9s and 2s together make 11. They make a card of mastery. They make the card of justice, of harmony, of balance. And on the back, we have the 7 of Swords. So with the 7 of Swords, it's that deceptive thing. But it's not always about being deceptive. Sometimes it's about getting while the getting is good. Sometimes it's about taking all of your resources with you and going to the place that is right for you. Understanding that sometimes it goes in the way that you don't necessarily expect, and you know that you end up getting caught up for the next couple of cards. But at the end of it, you have utter clarity, utter peace, utter mental fortitude. Sometimes you have to go through it to gain that fortitude. So where you're at, one of the ways that this is being enhanced is by the suffering. It's by the trials. It's by the hardships. that bring you back into this state of, this is what is right for me. This is what is true for me. This is what brings me my greatest level of joy. This is the one Judgment card where the joy in heeding the call, in hearing the song, in following down the path of the soul, of singing your unique music into the world is so beautifully captured. And then we have the Hermit card. It's this awareness of everything that you contain. And here is your meditation card. But this is about you realizing that the things that have been the hardest, the things that have felt like spilled wine, they have felt like a mess, they have felt like an accident or a mistake. Those are the things that brought you into your greatest level of strength, your greatest level of harmony, your greatest level of balance, and your greatest level of grounding into this physical plane. It's brought you your most experience, and it has enhanced you in the greatest way. And this is really beautiful, pile 2. I absolutely love this for you. And I resonate with this energy so much on a personal level myself. What advice is there for my pile 2s? Advice for my pile 2s. Okay. We have the card 31 with Queen of the Dead. Fear not the rage of fire living within, for it is the power of your fierceness waiting to taste you fully. I love that. We're going to go with one more. Can we get one more card, please? Just one. Thank you. And then we have the card 21 with Harvest Witch. What sacrifices have you made for the greater vision of what is to be? Right here, both of these cards. Sometimes we can feel really angry at the things that we have had to sacrifice, the things that we have had to let go of, the things that we have had taken from us, stripped from us, the deceptions, the deceit, the losses, the ways that we have had to sneak out like a thief in the night, going against our better judgment or against our moral codes or against our own personal ethics, but we know that it's what is safe and what is right and what we need to do, what we are being called to do. And it doesn't necessarily make sense. Sometimes it simply does not make sense. And that can fill us with anger and fill us with rage. The things that get taken away. I had 14 years of my life stolen by a false diagnosis or a misdiagnosis of fibromyalgia. 14 years of my life where I could have been treated by the right doctors, set up on the right treatment plan, and my quality of life would have been significantly improved, and my awareness would have been significantly improved, and I wouldn't have struggled nearly as much. I may even have been able to finish college. None of that happened because of that misdiagnosis. And I could be really angry about what I lost. I could be really angry about what I have had to sacrifice and give up on that journey. But those things that I have lost, those things that I have given up have made me a voracious reader. They have made me have an endless appetite for education, for knowledge, for wisdom. They have made me learn how to stand on my own, fight for myself, educate myself, research, learn how to do proper research. And they have taught me more and more about this world, about genetics, about science, about history, about math, about everything that I would have learned in college and more. They have given me more and more and more from the sacrifices I have made. I have gained so much more in my life. And now it's time to look at the back of the card, or the back of the deck. And I love that we have 21, 31, and now we have 41. This is progression, 3, 4, 5. This is moving forward from what was. This is changing yourself and your perspective to see that everything that has been a seeming mistake is there to enhance your magical gifts. So the number one way for how you can do that is simply changing how you view it, changing how you interact with the energy. Because as soon as you change your interaction with the energy, you change your internal energy and you enhance those gifts. So we have whiskey with 41. Again, another alcohol one. We have life should be sipped slowly with intention. Be patient as the vision reveals itself. You see, this is about the things that have been given up in order for the vision to form. The rage and the anger that you feel, and allowing that to give you that fierceness to keep going in life, and then allowing yourself to slowly sink into the experience of life. This is about the experience of life moving forward. So we're going to get some final advice from the Spirit Animal Oracle. Wow, yours literally just like flew across my desk. All right, we're going to start with the back of the deck. Oh my God, I love this. 65, which reduces to an 11. Remember, we talked about an 11 before. I love that. Whale Spirit, trust the great mystery. And then, all right, here we have the Ant Spirit, card number 1, time to collaborate. Dog Spirit, card 19, which reduces to a 10, also a win, with be loyal to what you love. We have another 2 with Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up. And then we have 38, which reduces to an 11, Lizard Spirit, dream this world into being. If you guys were drawn to another pile, there may be other messages for you. If not, this is a beautiful collective energy. And I have been picking up on that collective energy. A lot of us have, where now it's the time to really make your dreams come true. Now is the time to really dive in, really allow yourself to experience. And this experience is here for you, and it will be enhancing your magical gifts. And your magical gifts really are in channeling. That's what I'm feeling the most from you guys. You guys have this beautiful ability to heal through your words, to heal through your story, to heal through your experiences, to heal through the mistakes and the accidents and the missteps. That is something that is incredibly powerful. That is how you shine. You guys are like this beautiful starseed here in existence that the world has been waiting to engage with. And I love this energy so much. Okay, pile 2, this is what I have for you. I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you to your guides, my guides, and the Great Spirit for facilitating the connection between our energies, allowing these messages to flow through so beautifully, smoothly, and with such loving truth and authenticity. Thank you so much. Pile 2, if this resonated, go ahead and like this video. Please comment in the comment section below. I love interacting with you guys. I love knowing what you guys are doing, feeling, experiencing, how this resonated. I love interacting with you guys so much. You guys are family. You're my community. And yeah, so please do. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming readings. And without further ado, I'm going to leave you here. I love you all. If you guys chose another pile, I will see you at that other pile. If not, I will see you at my next reading. Oh, before I forget, I have had emails about this. There are links in the description box for you to go ahead and donate. Those are listed in the description box, so you guys can go ahead and go over there if you are looking to donate to the channel. Everything that is donated to the channel helps my channel grow. It helps support this channel, but it also helps, me to earn a living. So now I'm done. Pile 2, I love you guys. I will see you at my next reading. Bye. Hello, pile 3. If you chose the 3rd rune, the sun rune, as well as this crystal card, this is your message about how to enhance your magical gifts. So the crystal that you chose is black tourmaline. And it says what it is. Grounding black tourmaline is a slightly magnetized, semi-precious gemstone with a reputation for protecting a delicate psyche from a case of the crazies and establishing powerful energetic boundaries between you and all the zombies out there. Who needs it? Everyone. Where to put it? Beside your doors to keep emotional vampires out, on your person, in your pocket, everywhere. When to use it? Anytime you take public transportation, find yourself in a crowd, or hear that sucking sound of a coworker / family member / malignant demon taking more from you than they are giving back. Protect your light. Look at that. Even the camera is struggling to focus on the protect your light. There we go. Okay, so here's the thing. In terms of how to enhance your magical gifts, your message, pile 3, is the utmost clearest. It is the most crystal clear. To shine your light the brightest, protect your energy. How can you do that? Obviously, one of the biggest ways is going to be through black tourmaline. But here's the thing. Energy vampires are attracted to those who shine their light, but they cannot reach, impact, or even try taking anything from someone who knows their own power, knows their own light, and knows their own shadow. That's the biggest factor here. Knowing your own shadow. When you know your own shadow, nothing can really impact you, because your shadow is the part of you that you repress. And a lot of the times we repress the best parts of ourselves and manifest the worst parts of ourselves. That's because we're taught to do that. Within our shadow, we also repress a lot of the pains, the anguishes, the hardships, the traumas. We repress a lot of those things internally within ourselves. And we do that because we're afraid that if we were to show those parts of ourselves, that we wouldn't be loved, that we wouldn't be seen, that we wouldn't be heard, that we wouldn't matter. But the truth is that we are seen and heard and loved and matter the more and more we shine ourselves out, and the more that we create a culture in which we talk about what happens. We talk about the behind the scenes things. We talk about the things that you're not supposed to speak about that go on behind closed doors. The more that we discuss these things publicly, the more that we are open about them, and the more that we shine forth into the world what it is that we overcome, the stronger your light becomes, but also the more that people see that you know your light and your shadow. You understand how these things could have shifted and changed you in a negative way, but you chose not to. So as you're going about shining your light, and this is my pile of strong empaths, as you're going about shining your light, as you're showing the world what true generosity looks like, what true kindness looks like, what true understanding and empathy look like, there are things in this world, things like black tourmaline, things like obsidian, that can cleanse your energy, but also that are deep and profound and protective for you. And these are tools that are out in the world for you to utilize. Even this right here, this sage bundle, is deeply protective. We're going to do something here for you. We're going to work together and enhance your spiritual gifts. Pile 3, I want you to, if you choose to, I'm going to send cleansing healing reiki, and a protective bubble. And we're going to do that using this sage. Take a deep breath for me, in through the nose, hold, and then out through the mouth. And as you breathe out, I want you to allow for the smoke that rises up to reach you energetically, to surround you, to purify you, to cleanse you, and to give you a protective bubble. As this protective bubble comes and hits, it's going to surround you, but it's not a bubble that keeps out everything. It is merely a bubble that protects you from any negative energies, vampires, anything that would pull at your energy. We're going to form a firm bubble around you. It encompasses your head, through your body, all the way down. And this is a bubble that can bend and move and shape around you as you move. And this bubble is something that will remain with you as long as you set the intention for it to. Okay. Wow. Thank you so much for joining me in that pile 3. That was incredible. I feel rejuvenated right now, just from working with you and helping you work with yourself. So let's get a little bit more advice on enhancing your magical gifts. Spirit guides for pile 3. Okay. We have the 2 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles. Aha. You have definitely dealt with a lot of energy vampires. Many challenges, many struggles, many things that have shaken you to your core, that have asked you to go in blind. We have the Hierophant. Asked you to stand tall, stand firm. And the Queen of Swords. On the back, we have the Strength card. This is beautiful energy, pile 3. This energy is talking about how you've had to go in blind. You've walked into the lion's den. You've had your foundations shaken. You've had your solidity shaken, your stability shaken. You've had many things fall from you, taken from you, removed from you. You've had many people betray you, many people who have wanted to harm you. And yet, through this whole process, your light has shown the greatest. Your light has shown the grandest. Your light has been the most resilient, and you have now stepped firmly into a grounded, centered leadership role. Enhancement now for you is balance. Enhancement now for you is embracing your wildness. It is embracing your truth. It is embracing your clarity. It is saying, I am strong, I am firm, I am true, I know. And in my knowing, there is nothing that can detract from that. No longer is there anything within me that becomes repressed, for I do not hide any of my faces. I know how many I have. I know how many swords I have gone through, and I know my worth and my value. And I stand firm in that. I stand true in that. And because I do this, because I stand in this, because I am resilient for this, I know that it matters not what storms may come, for I am the storm bringer. I am the one who brings about the change that I wish to see. For the change that I wish to see is that which I know is possible, capable, and meant for me. And this is a powerful energy here. As you guys may have discerned and intuited, the stronger your boundaries are, the firmer your energy is, the more powerful you are able to elicit change within your life, but also within the world. And it's not change for the sake of power or change for the sake of overcoming. It is change for the sake of goodness, kindness, generosity, love, unconditional love at that. It is change for the sake of true leadership, being in a place of power, but not seeking or taking. It is beautiful. It is magnanimous. It is you. Wow. Pile 3. May I tell you at this moment what an honor it is truly for me to read this energy, to interact with it. This came out in the pre-shuffle. Cacao, I may be saying that wrong, but it's chocolate beans. The number 5, again with the Hierophant energy. You are loved, you are held, and you are already everything that you seek. You see, you have all of what you have been looking for. It's been within you. It's always been within you. All that goodness, that sweetness, it's always been within you. And now you're beginning to understand that. And I love that as we continue to talk, the sage is slowly still burning. The tendrils slowly coming over here. Little wisps in and out. Very pure, very gentle, much like your energy, quite pure and gentle. We have foraging. Number 17, there is no better feeling than having gone after what you desire. And on the back, we have Fire Cider 16. Dwell in the medicine that exists to protect the spirit. You have more spiritual protection than the average spiritualist, than the average empath. You have more spiritual protection than many quote unquote advanced. You are the sun. You are the one designated in this life to shine forth, whether that designation came from your ancestors, which it has for many of you, or whether it came from circumstances of life. You have been chosen to be the one that shines. The animal spirits have a message for you now, pile 3. What would they like to say to pile 3? Many of them would like to say a lot, it would seem. Yes, we have Wombat Spirit 68, which reduces to a 14, and again another 5 with Be at Home. Now, 5s are not just about change, but they're about adventure. They're about experience. They're about leadership. They're about true foundational strength. Taurian energy. And I just heard Piscean energy. That's interesting. We have the card number 10, Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. This is your center point, for it speaks to the 4 of coins that you were dealing with. The 4 of Pentacles, where people have been trying to take your abundance from you, seeking to take from you what is rightfully yours. And then we have Lion Spirit, again, just like the Strength card, 37. Be generous of spirit. Just like I said, you are incredibly generous. truly, authentically generous. And that is not a way in which most people are accustomed. We've got 61 with Turkey spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. This is the essence of who you are. And finally, another 5, Bat spirit. A rebirth is assured. This time, this energy for you, this enhancement that we did today, it's merely advancing what has already been. I want to say thank you. Before we close this out, a personal thank you for letting me be a part of this, for allowing me to help guide you, to help cleanse you, and to share my gifts generously with another generous spirit. It's a blessing and an honor, truly. Pile 3, this is the message I have for you. I am so deeply honored to bring this forth for you. I want to say thank you to your guides, my guides, and the Great Spirit for facilitating the connection between our energies and allowing these messages to flow forth so beautifully, smoothly, and with such gentle, loving energy. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to be the conduit of these messages, for choosing me to be the messenger, the healer, and the channel for these messages to come through. It's a blessing, truly. Thank you. Pile 3, if this resonated, a really great way to say thank you would be an equal energy exchange. You can do that through liking the video, commenting in the comment section below. You can also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. That way you get notified for my other messages and uploads. And in the description box, there are links to donate to my channel if you feel called to that as well. All that being said, I want to say thank you one more time, and I will see you at my next reading. Bye, Pile 3.